A boy was sitting on the bed. He was very nervous and waiting for his husband. Yes, he married today. He didn't know anything about his husband, not even his name. His step parents fixed his marriage, and just before marriage, they told him about this. He doesn't know anything about married life. He is so scared. So many questions are running inside his mind. Boy looked at the room. This room is so big. Not only this room, this whole house is so big and beautiful. Whose house is this? How many people are living here? What is my husband's name? How does he look? I signed the marriage documents without looking at him. Did he marry me by his own free will? Or he was also forced to marry me like me? Will he accept me? What if he didn't like me and tell me to leave this house? Then where will I go? I just hope he listens to me and doesn't shout or beat me. He was biting his lower lips and so lost in his mind. Just then a man entered in his room. He was in all black outfit. He threw his long cape on the chair and sat on another chair. Boy heard the voice and clenched hard. He immediately stood up. He was shivering while looking down. He didn't know what should he do, so he was just standing there. Men saw his shivering state and said, "Men, deep voice, come here." Boy got more scared to hear his voice, but he went to him by baby feet. He was still shaking. "Why, you will get to know soon." "Men, are you feeling cold?" Boy slowly shook his head. "Are you a mute?" Boy again shook his head. "I don't understand sign language. When I talk to you, I want verbal answer. Got it?" Boy slowly nodded his head. Okay." Man pointed his finger on side table. "There is AC's remote. Turn off it." Boy went to side table and saw there was a remote. He picked it and started looking at it. He didn't know this is AC's remote. Then how will he turn off it? He was trying to figure out. Just then he heard the sharp voice and remote fell from his hand. He quickly picked it. Man, why are you taking this much time? Boy picked the remote and went to him. "Sorry." Gave him remote. "Man, I told you to turn off it. Why are you giving it to me?" Boy, whispering tone. "I don't know how to operate it." Man heard him by his sharp ear. "Come here." Boy went to him. "By this button it turn off and off. By this button you can increase or decrease the temperature according to you." Taught him everything. Got it? Boy slowly nodded his head. Hmm. Man gave him remote. "Now turn off it." Boy, okay. Turned off and became happy. Man, what's your name? Boy, Park Jimin. Man, how old are you? Jimin, 21 years. Man, Jimin, scared. "Can I ask something?" Man, ask. Boy, what's your name? Man, you don't know my name? Boys, Jimin slowly shook his head. "No." Man, what do you know about me? Jimin, nothing. Just few minutes before signing the marriage documents, I got to know that I'm going to marry you. Man, alright, I'm Min Yoongi. You can call me Yoongi. By profession, I'm a mafia. Jimin, scared. Mafia? Yoongi, mafia, but you don't need to escape from me. This is my mansion. My parents fixed this marriage. I don't wanna marry. Don't think I don't wanna marry to you. I don't wanna marry to anyone. I don't know why your parents didn't tell you about this marriage. Neither I have any interest to know about this matter. Don't expect anything from this marriage and me. Hearing this, Jimin's heart broke. He never got any love from his parents. But he always thought maybe his life partner will listen to him and try to understand him. He heard somewhere that marriage is the new beginning of life. He had just one dream to have a happily married life, but maybe he expected too much from his fate. Happiness wasn't written in his fate. Once again, he got fooled by his fate. A tear of pain or sorrow dropped from his eyes, but he does anyone care about this? Nah. Yoongi, Jimin, are you listening me? Jimin silently wiped his tears. Yes. Yoongi, you aren't allowed to step outside of this house for safety purpose. You can stay inside the mansion. It's already very late. You can see the whole mansion tomorrow. You are allowed to room in the mansion, but when I'm doing any meeting or other mafia will come here, then you aren't allowed to step outside from your room. Once they will go, then you can again roam freely. Got it? Jimin, yes. Yoongi, now come with me. Started walking. Jimin walked behind him. Where are we going? Yoongi, open the door of another room. This is your room. You are going to live here. Jimin looked at the room. This is so beautiful. Yoongi, this is your walk-in closet. Here is everything, whatever you need or want. Check them and tell me if you want anything else. Jimin looked at the closet. These all are my clothes? Super shocked. Yoongi, did I say in any other language? Jimin, I never saw this much clothes together. That's why I said. Yoongi, come fast. Went to washroom. Yoongi, this is washroom. There was shower area. Jimin looked here and there. Is this a washroom or bed? I didn't know washroom can be this much big too. Mumbled to himself. Yoongi, you are staying here. You can see the washroom later too. Now come here. Let me show you how to operate the taps. Yoongi taught him everything and Jimin was listening him carefully. First time he saw these many appliances and that too in the washroom. Yoongi, so did you understand everything? Jimin slowly nodded his head. Can I ask one more thing? Yoongi, ask. Jimin, how many people are living here? I mean to say, for how many people I have to cook food? Yoongi, none. I live here alone. Now you are here too. You don't need to do anything. Cleaning staff come at sharp 5 o'clock. They will clean everything. Cooking staff will come at 8 o'clock. They will prepare everything. You can tell them whatever you wanna eat. They will stay here until their work complete. If you want to cook, then everything is in kitchen. No need for to wait for me for dinner. I will come late and most of the time I won't come, but I will do breakfast with you. Do you have mobile? Jimin slowly shook his head. No. Yoongi, tomorrow morning you will get your mobile. Security guards are outside. No need to talk them unnecessarily. If you wanna go anywhere, then a car with driver and 2 bodyguards will go with you. But only after getting my permission, you can go. Jimin, okay. Yoongi, now you can sleep. Left while closing the door by outside. Jimin sat on the bed. Everything is so beautiful, but still it's a cage where I have to take permission to go anywhere. Congratulations, Park Jimin, to get such a big and beautiful cage, and best of luck for your business life. Time skipped after a month. 15 days passed. Yoongi got busy in his life. Yoonmin met only for breakfast. Here, Jimin has had nothing to do, so he was getting bored. He hasn't used of this much idle life. He realized that Yoongi wasn't a bad person, but he doesn't care of Jimin's presence. He talks very less. Right now, Jimin was sitting on the floor and crying hard while holding his burned arm. It looks like a hot spatula fell on his arm. He was crying like there was no tomorrow. Suddenly, he heard Yoongi's voice from the living room and quickly wiped his tears and ran to living room. Jimin, yes, Yoongi, Jimin, he is my young son, Kim Jungkook. He will stay here with us for a week. Will you take care of him or should I appoint any nanny? Jimin, no, I will take care of him. Yoongi, don't go on his innocent face. He is very naughty. He can't stay still at anywhere for more than a minute. All the time he is running. Now think again. Saw his red and swollen eyes. Jimin smiled. I will take care of him, don't worry. Picked his bag. Yoongi saw his burn arm. Stop. Jimin stopped and turned around. What happened? Yoongi, what are you doing? Jimin, to carry his bag in my room. Yoongi, no need for this. I will take it. Picked the bag and left. Cook tucked Jimin's pants. Hey, you! Jimin kneeled down in front of him. Yes. Cook, who, you? Jimin smiled. I'm Jimin, Yoongi's husband. Cook pulled his both his cheeks. Minnie's cheeks so sharp. Jimin smiled and pulled his cheeks too. Your cheeks are soft too. Cook, Cookie, Appa, cream. Spread his arms. Lots of. Jimin, oh, your Appa put lots of cream. Cook noted his head carelessly. Yes. Jimin, don't worry, I will also put lots of cream on Cookie's cheeks. I will tell to Yoongi to buy your skincare products. Cook, you need the Mafia, you need no nothing. Appa gave Cookie lots of cream. Jimin, oh, okay, gently pinched on his nose. Do you wanna talk with your Appa or Dada? Cook shook his head carelessly. No, Dada say Cookie no disturb Papa. Dada Appa la la la. Jimin, la 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 means Cook. Appa loves Dada. Dada love Appa. Cookie, Appa, Dada la la la. Jimin smiled. You're so cute. I love your this broken language. Do you want anything to eat? Cook. Anything tasty. Licked his lips. Cookie, Appa tasty food. Jimin, I will try to make something tasty. Let's go. Cook held his right index finger with his full hand. Let's go. Ran to kitchen. He made Cookie sit on the kitchen counter and put all the ingredients on the kitchen counter. He was about to turn off on the gas stove, but Yoongi pulled him on himself by his wrist. Cook shouts, la 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 la. Yoongi looked at Cook. Shut up, here is no la la la. Cook, you need shut up, la 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 la. Jimin, Yoongi, what happened? Yoongi pulled his sleeve and started applying ointment on his burnt area. You should be careful while working in kitchen. Why didn't you apply the ointment? Yoongi, Jimin tried to pull his hand. I'm fine. Cook held his hand and started blowing. Minnie, no fine. Minnie hurt. Jimin looked at him and smiled. I'm fine, Cookie. I will cook tasty food for you. Yoongi, you aren't going to do anything. Jimin, but Cookie is hungry. Cook tapped on hand on kitchen counter. Minnie, sit there. You need tasty food, Cookie. Jimin sat on the counter. Yoongi know how to cook. Cook, Appa teach Yoongi. Okay, cook. But Cookie's Appa best. Jimin was looking at Yoongi with jaw-dropped face because Yoongi was cooking in super fast speed. He didn't know Yoongi can cook too. Within few minutes, he cooked this dish and placed in front of them. Yoongi, now finish everything fast. Cook opened his mouth. Ah! Yoongi, I'm not gonna feed you. Your appa spoiled you a lot. Cook. Cookie? Baby! Cookie, no, eat! Feed Cookie! Ah! Jimin. I will feed Cookie. Took the chopsticks. Yoongi took the chopsticks from his hand. I will do. Yoongi started feeding Cookie. Cookie forced Yoongi to feed Jimin too, and he fed him. Cookie was making faces and made both of them laugh by these silly dogs. Time skipped after few days. Few days passed. Yoonmin's relationship started building. Cookie became the bridge. Yoongi started coming early and had the dinner together with Jikook. Now Jimin didn't get bored. He played with Cook. Right now, Cookie was sleeping in Jimin's room. Jimin's past parents came to meet him. Yoongi wasn't at home. Mr. Kang, Jimin, you didn't come to meet us this week. Why? Jimin, Dad started taking back steps. Yoongi didn't allow me. Mrs. Kang slapped him. Yoongi didn't allow you, or you didn't want to come. Jimin fell on the floor and held his cheek. Mom, Mrs. Kang again slapped him. You married to rich millionaires, so you think you will double cross us? Did you forget we are your parents? We raised you? Jimin fell on the floor. No. Mrs. Kang put her leg on his head. Did you forget your place? Where is our money? Jimin, I told you na, I can't steal Yoongi's money. Mr. Kang, steal? You are his husband. You have full right on his money. Can't you give us few money? Jimin, it's wrong, Dad. Mr. Kang, you are still thinking wrong. I think I should put the hot spatula on your tongue instead of your arms. You didn't learn anything. I think we need to teach you some hard lesson. We married you to Yoongi so that you can transfer his money to us, but here you became his money's guard. Mr. Kang. Mr. Kang, don't worry, love. I will never forget today's lesson. Unbuckle his belt. Jimin started taking back steps. No, please. Mr. Kang started beating him mercilessly. Jimin was trying to not scream as Cookie was sleeping in his room. He didn't want Cookie see him like this. He was trying his best to not make noise. On the other side, Mr. Kang was just beating him. He didn't care about anything. Mrs. Kang married to Jimin's dad for his money. When Mr. Park died, she tried to transfer his money on her name, but Mr. Park already transferred his money to Jimin. Mrs. Kang married to Mr. Kang, but didn't leave Jimin because they want Jimin's money. They got Jimin's money, but they became more greedy and tried to take Yoongi's money too, but Jimin denied to help them. Jimin passed out long ago, but Mr. and Mrs. Kang didn't realize this and left from there. They never tried to hurt Jimin's face because they knew Yoonmin weren't in physical relationship, so Yoongi can't find out about the abusing. They knew Yoongi didn't interest in Jimin. He won't pay attention on him, which gave them this much confidence. Courage to hurt Jimin in his own house. After few minutes, Cookie came to living room while searching Jimin. He found him laying on the floor. He quickly ran to him and saw his back was bleeding. He tried to make him wake up, but he didn't open his eyes. He called Yoongi. OTP. Cook. Yoongi, Cookie, I'm busy. I will talk you later. About to cut the call. Cook, Minnie hurt, Minnie no open eyes, Cookie, try Vicky, but Minnie no Vicky, Minnie red, Minnie help, Minnie sleepy, Cookie, scared, Minnie come fast, said while crying hard. Yoongi, Cookie, I'm coming. Go outside and bring security guard. I will be there in no time. Jimin will be fine. Don't be scared. You are super strong, Cookie, na? Call ended. Time skipped after some times. Yoongi quickly came there and doctor examined Jimin and told Yoongi that he was abused. Security guards told him that only Jimin's parents came to house. Yoongi was holding Cookie in his embrace. He was crying hard. Jimin regained his consciousness and found Yoonkook in front of him. Cook Minnie! Yoongi, Cookie, go outside. You wanna talk with Minnie? Go, okay? Cook Utti left. Yoongi went closer to Jimin. How are you feeling? Jimin, without looking at him, I'm fine. Yoongi grabbed his chin and made him look himself. Why didn't you tell me about this before? Jimin, you yourself told me that don't expect anything from you in this marriage. Then how can I tell you about this? By which right? Tears started flowing from his eyes. Yoongi, since when has this been going on? Jimin, why do you want to know about this? What will you do? Feel pity on me? Yoongi, who include in this except your step-parents? Jimin, why do you want to know about this now when I am nothing for you? Yoongi pushed Jimin's head on his chest. You have to answer my questions. Jimin hid on his chest by his face. Why do I answer you? Who are you to me? Why isn't happiness in my fate? What did I do to deserve this much pain? First, dad married to wrong person without thinking about me. I got married to you without getting my consent. I thought maybe my husband will listen to me, but you said don't expect anything from you. You are my husband. It's my right to share my pain with you. You don't have any right to tell this to me. It's hurting so much. I don't wanna bear this pain. My heart hurt more than from my body. Since the childhood, I'm bearing this pain. When will this end? Why do I bear this? What's my fault? Yoongi, you are so selfish. I hate you so much. You cased me in this big and beautiful mansion. You gave me everything except your assurance and company. I don't want anything. I only want you to listen me. Are you listening me? Yoongi, yes, I'm listening everything. I'm sorry. I didn't know you are suffering this much. I didn't wanna marry. I didn't even know that Mr. and Mrs. Kang are your step parents. I told you to not expect anything from me, but I never meant that you won't share your problem with me. I didn't cage you. I'm a mafia. I didn't want anyone hurt you. That's why I didn't let you go anywhere. I'm really sorry. If you want, then I will go. Jimin slapped him. Don't you dare to go anywhere. You are my husband. I won't allow you to leave me. I'm so lonely. I will die. Jimin took out his whole heart in front of him. First time Yoongi was giving him his whole warmth and which he craved from ages. After few minutes, Jimin calmed down, Cook ran to them and hugged them tightly. He wiped Jimin's tears by his baby hands. Time skipped after few days. Jin came there to take Cookie. Right now, Jikook were drenching in rain. Yoonjin were talking while looking at Jikook. Jin, Yoongi, what do you think about Jimin? Yoongi, he is a nice boy. Jin, he is perfect for you. See, he made Cookie wear raincoat. You also know this that Cookie hates raincoat a lot. Yoongi, he loves Jimin a lot. He can do anything for him. Jin, it's your time to show your love to him. Go and tell him that you want him. It's the time to open red room. I'm taking Cookie with myself. Go. Yoongi went to Jikook. Cookie, your appa is waiting for you. Go to him. Cook Oti ran to Jin. Jimin, I didn't meet with Hyang. About to go. Yoongi held his hand. Hyang will come tomorrow too. Cupped his face. Do you want to start our married life? Jimin means Yoongi. Don't you think Cookie needs a sibling to play? Jimin, blood rushed on his cheek. Yoongi wins hard. Yoongi, tell me, do you want or not? Are you comfortable by my touch? Do you want trust me? Jimin shyly nodded his head. I trust you. I also want you. Peeked on his lips. Yoongi attached his thin lips by his Jimin's plumpy lips. He picked him in his arms and started walking to Red Room. Yoongi named this room as Red Room because he made this room for his love of the life. He made it so beautiful, he decided to spend his first night here. Only Jin knew about this. Yoongi placed Jimin on the bed and went to lock the door. He removed his shirt and slid down from his shoulder to floor. He removed his pants too. Jimin shyly closed his eyes and looked at the other side. Yoongi went to him and gently pushed him on the bed. What? You can't see this? You are a child. Give them some space. And about Mr. and Mrs. Kang, so Yoongi already sent them in hell that day itself. A relationship which starts with no expectations can turn into beautiful and loving relationship in future, but it needs lots of patience, trust and loyalty. The end. Author's note. That's it for today. I hope you all like it. It was the requested story for one shot. I hope I didn't disappoint you. To be honest, no expectations relationship are the best. At least there is no fake show off. Since the beginning, it's crystal clear. But it doesn't mean there will be no feelings. Slowly feelings will grow. Then trust and loyalty automatically come. But it needs lots of patience. Yoonmin had no expectation relationship, but when told Yoongi that he was hurt, then Yoongi didn't take a second to check him. There will always be a feeling. I hope you all enjoyed it. We will meet soon with new story. Till then, take care of yourself. Love you all. If you like this story, then please do like, subscribe, share and comment. I assure you that you will never gonna regret on your decision. Thanks for watching.